Hello, my Virgo friends. Welcome back to Peony Lore, where we help you find the beauty in all things. Happy New Year! So I'm recording this on New Year's Eve with fresh intentions for just the basic information that you guys are going to need for the month of January. Overall, as I'm doing the different signs, January, all of 2023 is going to be a 7 universal year from a numerology perspective. So there's going to be a lot of spirituality, a lot of spiritual growth for people, a lot of people exploring things that they haven't done before from their own personal spiritual path. And that's a beautiful thing. 2023 is going to be a lot more calm for those people that have already been on their path, because you've already absorbed a lot of the integrative energies that would have come through from the upgrades, the portals, the eclipses, all those crazy things that were happening back to back to back. I mean, we did not get a break, I feel, in 2022 at all. But 2023 is going to be very important for everyone in a spiritual perspective, but specifically for Virgo, there's going to be some things that are going to be shifting for you, and it has a lot to do with your lifestyle, okay? Overall. Specifically in January, we're going to talk about the three major things that are happening and the three transits. I'm not going to get into all the weekly transits because that'll be a little bit too much for this. But you already know that we're coming into January with Mercury being in retrograde until the 18th. Obviously that it affects Virgo because Mercury governs Virgo as well as Gemini. Okay. Also, Mars being in retrograde until the 12th, okay, timing, whatever, but the 12th. So if you have Aries anywhere in your chart, then that is going to be another potential situation that could have put some things off the rails for you up until this particular moment. But all of us going through the major shift of Uranus and Taurus into Uranus shifting into Aquarius as we get to the Lunar New Year of around the 21st, 22nd, when we move from that position of Uranus going into Aquarius, is going to be kind of a big deal because Uranus and Taurus for all of 2022 shifted our foundations for people. Work, love, relationships, all the different things, right? Because it shifted everything that we had rooted ourselves into. So ergo, 2023 is going to be allowing us to move a little bit more into our spiritual selves. And that's going to be a lot of things for a lot of people. I've said before, if you follow me on the other socials, that 2023, for those of you that have already been on your journey and following your journey, doesn't matter how slow, any progress that you've made through 2022, 2023 is going to be a little bit easier. For those that are going to be starting their journey, we have to hold space. We have to give them a little bit of extra something because they're beginning to feel all the different shifts that have taken place that you've already migrated through. Okay, so just hold some extra space. So let's get into the other things that are taking place. Obviously, we have a portal on January 1st, so please make sure that you take some time in the day and you put forth some good intentions. Whether you call them New Year's resolutions or whatever the case may be, just know that there's a lot of energetic support on this portal day. Okay. We have the full moon in Cancer on the 6th. So that's a good opportunity for some more energetics to push through this New Year initiatives for yourself. We have another lucky day on Friday the 13th. We have, and I don't know why they're asking me to do this, but I'm going to. Something about the Martin Luther King date of the 16th is coming up on that following couple of days. There's something very significant that I'm being called to address. So you'll be seeing me again here in the middle of January to talk about some things. And then we have the new moon on the 21st shifting into our Aquarius season. So those are the major things that are taking place here in January. Not a lot, but January, February, and March, for the most part, are going to be calm relative to what we've had to go through here in 2022. So I'm just putting that out there before we hit eclipse season that starts over again in April. We're going to keep it low and slow. But like I said, Virgo, as we always start with the sacred geometry card, and I'm telling you that there's going to be some lifestyle changes that are going to be showing up for you. What we're talking about in January is speaking your truth. So you're going to be encouraged to speak your truth. Now, again, Mercury rules Virgo. So if you've felt that you've been especially choked when it comes to speaking your truth or communicating or saying things, you're going to come out of that, okay? Because you need to. We need our Virgos, we need our hermits that have gone in, that have owned themselves for a little bit to kind of come back out. So hopefully whilst you've been in hermit mode, you are experiencing the things that need to come forward as you speak your perfection of service to other people and to yourself. Okay, so we are going to pull a couple of energy cards. We're going to pull a couple of angel cards. We are definitely going to pull from our Kipper to get the rest of the information for overall, and then I'm just going to pull a few tarot cards that are going to support each of the different weeks. I apologize that you can't see me pulling them, but this is how we're doing it, okay? We will work all of the other technical aspects out later on this year. Okay, there's one more. Okay, there's one more. So 3 cards from the energy oracles. And I will show this to you here. Whoa, hold on. Well, the first thing that they want me to show you is the Magician and the Mirror, representing the fact that they said, no, this is pretty serious. This is a 7 universal year. This is important. This energy of 2, right? Being at the right place at the right time. This master energy of creating and speaking into existence those different things that you are. But with the Magician card showing up, it's the Magician. It's the Magician in the Mirror from the energy perspective. This is the Hermit. This is like, listen, you got to get you organized here. We got to get it out there. We've got to start speaking our truth in a different way, because you are going to go through a lifestyle change, period, before the end of 2023. Doesn't necessarily have to be bad, but it's going to take place nonetheless. So the first thing that comes into the awareness here is the energy of the thinking man. You are going to be sparked. Whether it's you having a conversation with someone else and you energize someone, but there is this conversation that is coming with the energy of the thinking man. This is what they're asking me to share with you, okay? The other thing that's showing up here is the contract, but it's showing up in the reverse position. So this very much has Libra energy in it. It's very possible that there is and they want me to explain this from a relationship perspective. It doesn't matter the nature of the ship, whether it's boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, bestie, whatever the case may be. There is a contract as far as some sort of a shift in a ship. Whatever you feel in your relationship nature, there is a contract that is potentially coming to a close. And you have to be aware of that, because it's going to support you in the long run. And this could be a portion of the lifestyle change that's coming up. The sacral chakra, when it comes to creativity, is what's being affected here. So your womb, your sex center. It's important that you understand that, because it doesn't necessarily have to be the end of you. It means that if there's a contract that needs to come to an end, my friend, it's because you've served. It's served its purpose. There isn't anything else that you're going to get from it. It could be lots of different things. So just be aware that there's going to be some contemplation. There's going to be an approach. There's going to be some conversation about what this contract could be for you, because something is not in balance anymore. Okay? Let's go in with the angel cards, and let's see what else we have that matches that. Whoa, there we have. Yeah. And there's the third one. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Here we go. Strength and guidance is what are the things that you should be asking for yourself from your angels and spirit guides. Please give me the strength and the guidance to move through this, because some of you guys are avoiding this just a little bit. Okay, you know already that something has to shift. You have it in your awareness, but you haven't taken the steps to make the shift for whatever that happens to be for you. Doesn't have to be good or bad. It just hasn't happened. You're not honestly communicating to yourself or to that other person. So there is going to be some sort of a catalyst moment, dare I say a tower moment, that could potentially show up. You have been given the opportunity at this point, with as much information as I've given you, to realize, if you haven't jumped on the bandwagon about making some things apparent, then this is the time for you to do it. Because if you don't, your angels and spirit guides from a contractual perspective are going to make the shift for you. So you might as well get on down with whatever that action happens to be. We're going to go in with a couple of Kipper cards and see what else we can find. And then I'm going to pull a numerology card to help support before we get into the tarot. Okay, so the first card that we have is bad health. Something that is not quite 100 is going to shift you for the better. Distant horizons in the reverse position. Something has had a long time coming and you just quite haven't done it. So we're sort of saying the same thing. The message card. There's going to be some sort of communication. There's going to be a catalyst that sparks this, that sets this off. So you need to be prepared. Yeah. Courtship in the reverse position. Some of you are going to have to shift the way that you are in a ship. And the reason is because it's time to release that false person or that false energy, even if that happens to be you, not putting forward the truth of the matter, how you really feel in the situation, things of that nature. What else do we have here? Courthouse in the reverse position. And I'm an intuitive reader, so I don't always read things as it's scripted. It's what they're telling me. Some of you are a little bit shy about making this judgment on this person. You're afraid. You're not speaking your truth. Not only do we have courthouse in the reverse position, but we also have judication. You're nervous. You know that something needs to take place. This lifestyle has to shift and you're just not saying the words. Something is not working with this toil and labor, okay? And finally, yeah, you're not on your path if you don't do this, if you don't make this shift. What you will gain by speaking your truth is getting out of a situation that is no longer serving you. And then what you don't also realize is that there's an unexpected gift that comes with you releasing something. We talk about this a lot. In order for some person or something to come into your world, you must make space for them or it. And what that means is dumping out the old so that you have an open vessel to receive what is rightfully yours. So if there's something that's taking space that no longer belongs, you're missing the boat and you're missing a gift that is meant for you. So I'm going to pull a numerology card just to see what else we have for our Virgo, knowing that there's a lifestyle change coming. Whoa. Okay. We have a couple of different cards that came out and we're going to go there. What is at stake here is what they're asking me to say is how you're teaching and learning. Virgo, you're naturally a teacher. What's at stake here is your capability of teaching. But you are learning also at the same time. But what's holding you back, this is why they're asking you to speak your truth, is your creativity is being stifled. I know that's hard to read here. Your creativity is being stifled. And also, there's something that's going on with your physical activity. So as we look at this from the overall perspective of lifestyle change, speaking more, teaching and learning coming up from a lifestyle perspective and also creativity. But that physical activity is also going to be, they're asking me to put that one off to the side. So I'm going to do that. What I'm going to do now is going to just shove those over. And we're going to pull some tarot cards here. We're going to pull some tarot cards here, and let's go week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and let's see what we've got going on for Virgo. Just a few cards to help clarify, give you guys just a little bit of direction. Week 1 for Virgo. First card out. Capricorn energy. The devil in the reverse position is like, week 1, letting something go that no longer serves you. You cannot make this stuff up, you guys. Week 2, 7 of Wands in the mid position. So this is the deal, Virgo. You already know what this is, and you're holding on to it. You're making the decision about what can I continue to hold on to. Well, some of it you can't. Third week, yeah, they said keep it very skinny. 4 of Wands. Very skinny for you. Third week, 4 of Wands. What is the ultimate happiness that is taking place for you, whether it's a relationship, personal relationship, or whether it's a working relationship, okay? So the 4 of Wands is going to be covering all of those different bases. And what the universe is trying to tell you is you don't understand. You have to make space because we have something to give you, and it can't take place because something else is in the way. So this is at stake for you. Strong foundations, the 1111 card, something you asked for also, okay? That's very important that you understand that. Four of Wands, happiness, harmony, solid structures. So you have to give something up in order to receive that. Let's go to the 4th week. This is a very simple, there you are, King of Pentacles. Something, Virgo, is preventing you or has prevented you or it could potentially prevent you from being more stable. But in the 4th week, what they're saying is that that is going to come. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the Oracle of the Radiant Sun just to do a little bit of clarification because those are the major themes for the week. I'm not too upset about the 3rd, the 4th, the 1st. It's that 7 of Wands that's really wanting to get my attention because I feel this is where the catalyst is coming from. But let's just see what we have. We'll just clarify. Why is the Devil card here for a Virgo? Exaltation. That is the Moon and Taurus energy. So that has a lot to do with things being highlighted, that you know what's up. You know what it is. You know exactly what that is. You have to determine what that is. Generosity. You are giving more than you are receiving. And that's what you're going to be letting go. Your patience is run thin. And someone else's ego is got to go. That's what you're letting go so that you can be highlit and you could personally be exalted. That 7 of Wands, let's get to that. That's the one for me. So we're going to take 2 more cards on that one. 2 more cards. There it is. The first card that shows up is the Devotion card. Don't devote yourself to something that you know is not serving you. Detachment. Why are you staying attached to something that is no longer serving you? They're straight up saying that there's resistance. Taurus energy again. It's possible that you are dealing with the Taurus. It's possible that this is the shift that Uranus and Taurus was asking you to realize as far as your stability. Enterprise. That's business for a lot of people, okay? So are you barely maintaining? Something needs to shift within lifestyle this year in order to guarantee that you receive by this 3rd week this stability for what it is that you need. You have to determine what that is. Whoa, they are just jumping out here. Okay, so let me go down and grab this one. The first card that shows up though is the Bluff card. Okay, so the Bluff card in the reverse position is like, no, we are not compromising on what this is. You're letting something go. The Friendship card comes out here. They want me to take another card on that, so I'm going to. From a relationship perspective, what they're asking me to say is that some of you that are in a ship, it's not the strongest I'll say loving relationship. I'll just put a coupled relationship. Some of you guys are maintaining for the sake of being with someone versus it really being the person that really makes it wild. It's more of a friend relationship than it is anything deeper than that. And you should be friends with your significant other, but you're not seeing the full vision. And there's some sort of a manipulation that's in there. And the secret has to come out, is what they're saying. Something's not right, so it needs to be discussed openly, honestly. And the stability factor is you. This is Virgo. What else do we have with that King of Pentacles? Of course, you could also be dealing with another earth sign. It could be a Taurus. It could also be another Virgo. It could also be Capricorn. Okay, here we go. And one more thing. One more. No, that's 15 more. I only want one. Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. King of Pentacles. If this is work relation, okay, what they're saying is that there's more solid stability coming to you. You will be approached. There's another, I told you before, there's a catalyst coming. Something that you do publicly, in the public eye, that inspires you finally, where you haven't been inspired before. So you will be having to make a choice, is what they're saying. Don't avoid it. You can't avoid this. If you want this beautiful thing to show up in your world, you cannot avoid this at all. Okay. Well, where else are you asking me to go? Yeah, they said I pretty much have it like 100% dialed in, but where are you asking me to go? Okay, they're asking me to take a different angel card for Virgo. I haven't done this for any other sign. Oop, that was fast. We have 2. Where'd it go? There it is. My Virgo friends, and then we're going to get into the, this. Connecting with music and taking time out to breathe is what they're saying is necessary for you. So for many of you, you're going to need frequency hertz music to support you. Know that we didn't get that card. I will pull that out, but some of this is going to be important for you to do to support your throat. So I would say anything that's throat chakra related as far as frequency music is going to be supportive for you during this time to help shift you going through it. You are so close to getting back on the path. It seems you pivoted somewhere, and that's fine. They're asking you to pivot back so that you can gain what's rightfully yours. Oh, flipped right to it. Hello. Speaking your truth. So if you want to use a mantra that goes along with this energy, it's I speak my heartfelt truths. When you live and speak your truth, you will march to your own beat and walk your talk. To be balanced in this area allows you to speak from the heart, and you have the ability to express yourself clearly in front of other people, as well as speak with integrity, honesty, and from your actual true heart. To ensure that you are ready, it is imperative to believe in yourself and what it is that you're about to speak. If you have to practice in front of a mirror, whatever needs to be said, then make sure that you do that. Hear what you're saying and believe every word of it. Envisioning the swirls of blue around this particular center, wearing the color blue is also going to help support you with this color vibration. Guilt and fear are going to hamper your self-expression. That's pretty much what they're telling you. So you got to let that go, man. So here's what we got. Blue lace, agate, larimar, and turquoise, my friends, are going to be able to support you. Okay? You have to speak your truth and not worry about how it's going to affect other people, because otherwise you're never going to grow. Virgo, okay? It says magician in the mirror. We just talked about that. If you feel you need to practice saying what you need to say in the mirror, I would really encourage that mirror work to be done, because that is healing energy for you as well. What it looks like to me is that although you might feel like you're suffering a loss, what you gain on the back end of it is even better than what you could have even imagined. So say it anyway. Say it anyway. All right. That is what I have for you. It looks as though it's going to be a good situation, because any change that you make for your highest and best good is going to be not only blessing you, but other people that you deal with, okay, in the very long run. And it's not a race, it is a journey. So if you need personal support and you want to book a personal session with me, I'm a Virgo moon, I get this. If you need some personal support in order to make sure that you're dialing it in, I'm happy to sit as the microphone to connect you and your team together. Take a look at the description box below in order to book in with me. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for continuing to support me in all the different ways, and all the different ways have just been very meaningful to me. So I want to wish you a very happy new year, many, many blessings, and namaste to you. We'll see you in the middle of January. Bye for now.